We've all heard the warnings about burnout, and we know the signs, the 60-hour weeks, the endless pings, the burning the candle at both ends. But there is another type of exhaustion that nobody really talks about because, frankly, it feels a little embarrassing to admit. This is the exhaustion of doing nothing, and it's called Boreout. It's just as toxic to your mental health and your career as burnout is. And today I want to talk to you about why having too little to do is a workplace crisis in disguise. So what is Boreout? It's not just having a slow day, it's chronic under-stimulation. It happens when your skills far outweigh your tasks or when your work feels so meaningless that you start to wonder why you're even sitting in the chair. There's a common myth that doing nothing is a luxury, but the reality, it's draining. If you've ever had to stretch a 30-minute task to last an entire day just to look busy, you know that acting busy is more exhausting than actually being busy. It's a performance that eats away at your self-worth. So what about the mental and physical toll? Here's the part that surprises people. The symptoms of Boreout look almost identical to burnout. We're talking about chronic fatigue, that feeling where you sleep for 8 hours but wake up wanting to cry at the thought of the desk. We're talking about headaches, anxiety, and a total loss of confidence. When we aren't challenged, our brain begins to atrophy. We lose our professional edge. You start to doubt you're even capable of doing high-level work anymore. This isn't laziness, it's your brain's stress response to a lack of purpose. Humans are hardwired to be useful. When you take away someone's contribution, you take away their connection to the world. If you're a leader watching this, you might think, well, at least my team isn't stressed. But Boreout is actually a massive business risk. Your best people, your high performers, are the ones susceptible to Boreout. They want to grow. If they feel like they're idling in neutral, they won't just sit there, they will leave. And the ones who stay, they become presentiists. They're physically at the desk, but they're checked out. You're losing the very creativity and innovation you need to survive as a company. The cost equals high turnover and zero innovation. So how do we fix it? If you're the one feeling bored, you need to job craft. Don't wait for permission. Look for a problem in your department that no one is solving and own it. Or be honest with your manager, not by saying I'm bored, but by saying I have more capacity and I want to contribute at a higher level, for example. If you're a manager, stop micromanaging. Micromanagement is a fast track to Boreout because it strips away autonomy. Give your people a stretch goal. People don't want an easy life, they want a meaningful one. So the fix: job crafting, seeking stretch projects, and radical honesty about capacity. Balance isn't just about doing as little as possible. Balance is finding that Goldilocks zone when you're challenged enough to grow, but supported enough to thrive. Don't let your potential rust away in silence. If you're feeling the Boreout, it's time to speak up. Please give me examples of how Boreout affects you. And for more tips on work and conflict, be sure to subscribe to The Working Human.